Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Naomi, and today I want to share 3 of my very favorite shoulder exercises that you can do to feel a little bit more mobility, a little bit more stability, and a little bit more strength in your shoulders. My 3 favorite moves, one for each of those, and then put them all together into a really simple 3-pose flow. Sound easy peasy lemon squeezy for getting on your mat, working on your shoulders? Let's go. So, first move, you're on your hands and knees, and if you need something underneath your knees for a little bit more cushion, you can grab a blanket like I am, because my knees are divas. Okay, so you start on your hands and knees, and then step your left foot up into a lunge. Okay, right knee is down on the blanket, and you can bring your left hand over towards your right hand. So I'm going to turn just slightly so you can see, here I am in my lunge, my left hand reaches over toward my right hand. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is sweep my left hand up and over in an arc, reaching behind me, and then reach it all the way back over again toward my right hand. Okay, so again, reach up and over, follow your arm with your eyes, and then again, follow your arm with your eyes as you return your hand, left hand, back towards your right. Okay, 3 more times. Sweep up and over, and all the way back. Sweep up and over, all the way back. Last time, sweep up and over, all the way back, and then switch sides. Okay, and this first one is for mobility for your shoulders. Okay, primarily mobility, although honestly, each of these, mobility, stability, and strength, really go hand in hand. So often when you're working one, you are also doing a little bit of work for another, in this case, stability. So reach your right hand over towards your left hand. So you're going to cross your right hand in front of your left hand, and then sweep your right arm up and over behind you, following your arm with your eyes, and then all the way back over again. Sweep it up and over behind you like a rainbow, and then all the way back towards your left hand. Okay, 3 more times. Reach your right arm up and over, and then right arm all the way back. Right arm up and over, and reach it all the way back. Okay, last time. Reach your right arm up and over, and all the way back, and then come on back into table pose, so back to where you started. Okay, so it's a really, really wonderful one for basic shoulder mobility. Now, staying in table pose, okay, or coming from table pose again, stay anchored on your right hand, but turn the rest of your body to the left. So you're going to pivot on your right knee, extend your left leg out, and reach your left arm up. Okay, so left arm goes up. And this is gate pose. Really, really great pose for stability. Okay, now you're also working a little bit of strength here because you are using your arm to hold part of your body up. And in gate pose, really what you're aiming for is to make sure that your right arm is not directly underneath your shoulder. Okay, so when I come from table, and I'll just come back again, what you might notice is that my hands are slightly ahead of my shoulders. So I'm not completely vertical, shoulder over wrist. There's a slight angle. And that just gives me a little bit more access to my shoulder joint in a way that doesn't feel quite so grindy. Okay, a little bit more space in my shoulder joint so that I can move the joint more freely, but also keep it really stable. So that as I rotate my shoulder and my torso up, I'm trying to keep my right arm bone securely in my shoulder socket. So that if I reached my left hand down again toward the floor, okay, my right arm bone doesn't change as I lift my left arm back up. So just try that 2 more times. Left hand goes down, right arm bone doesn't change much. Reach your left arm back up. Okay, left arm, goes down, and then left arm goes back up. Okay, and let's switch sides. So left hand down, left knee back in, and then you're going to turn your whole body to the right. So pivot on your left knee, right leg goes out, right arm up. Okay, now what I really mean about stability here, and I realize because I'm wearing a sweatshirt, it's a little bit cold right now on my front porch, but what I mean by stability is that when I lift my right arm up, I'm not taking my left shoulder with me. So I'm going to rotate all the way forward, so hopefully you've got a better view. Okay, so with my right arm up, the tendency might be to just let my left arm bone travel to the right as I lift up. But if I keep my left arm bone back in my shoulder socket as I lift my right arm, this is encouraging stability. Even as I lower my right arm down, you can do this with me. and then lift it back up. Left arm bone stays really steady. Right fingertips down and back up. And just do 2 more of those. Right fingertips down and back up, keeping your left arm stable in your shoulder socket. Last time. Right fingertips down and back up. Okay, and then come on back into table pose. Because table pose is the place that we're coming from for each one of these. Okay, so as you come back into table, you've just done an exercise for mobility, an exercise for stability, and now you're aiming for strength. Okay, and what you're going to do are push-ups, eccentric push-ups, which means you're doing a slow lower down to the ground, and then no effort as you push back up. Okay, so hands as wide apart as your shoulders, really squeeze the mat. Okay, again, here, you want to start maybe at more of an angle with your arms, but eventually you're going to need your chest to go forward so that your shoulders are even past vertical as you lower slowly to the ground. And then to lift yourself back up, it's just sort of a, think of it as like the reverse worm, right? If you were doing that dance move. Okay, that's the idea. You don't want to use your arms really almost at all to lift yourself back up. So we'll do just 3 more eccentric push-ups, and the lower down is maybe to a count of 3 or 4 or even 5. Okay, so I'll do it to 3 for the first one, just so you can see. So it'd be 3, keeping my feet active, 2, 1, and then as I lower all the way down, relax my shoulders and hoist back up. Okay, 2 more of those. So maybe we'll do a lower of 4. Okay, so squeeze the mat, push through your feet, keep the core of your body lifted so you're not collapsed in your center. The core of your body lifted, and then slow lower. 4, 3, 2, 1 as you hit the deck, and then release all of the work in your upper body and hoist back up. Okay, last one, to whichever count you like, 3, 4, or even 5. I'll do 4. Slow lower, 4, 3, really push with your hands, 2, 1, and then hoist back up. Okay, and that's strength. Okay, and what I love about using that for strength is that even though, really working strength in your upper body, eventually you do want to use weights, right, to increase the capacity of what you can hold and lift. Doing push-ups is lifting your own body weight in a way that we don't often do in yoga, unless you're doing a lot of chaturangas all the time, which, hands up if you are, right? I don't. Okay, but I do like doing push-ups. So you can do push-ups as a way to access strength by resisting gravity, right? By doing those slow lowers down. Now we're going to add those 3 into a really simple 3-pose flow so that you can work mobility, stability, and strength all at once. Okay, so come onto your hands and knees, come into table. Step your left foot up to the outside of your left hand, so you're in a lunge with your right knee down. Bring your left hand over in front of your right hand. Sweep your left arm up and over into an arc, and then take it all the way back towards your right hand. Okay, 2 more times. Sweep it up and over, and all the way back towards your right hand. Last time, sweep up and over. Now hold here, plant your right hand, take your left leg back into gate pose. So you're holding here, right, in gate, stable through your arm. Okay, now if you really want to play with stability, you could step your left foot back up into that lunge and then step back, right, into gate. Step your left foot forward, right arm bone doesn't change, and back into gate. 1 more time. Step left foot forward into your lunge, step back into gate. And I realized we did it a little bit differently when we started, and that's okay. Lots of ways to work stability in gate pose, but for now, lower your left hand down, back into table, press through your feet, lift up through your core, and we'll just do 2 eccentric push-ups, just 2. Okay, so really press through your fingers, slow lower, slow lower, slow lower, all the way to the ground, and then hoist back up. Okay, now when I say 2 push-ups, I mean after this next flow. Ooh, yay. Okay, so step your right foot up to the outside of your right hand. Bring your right fingertips across in front of your left hand. Sweep your right arm up and over and all the way back. 2 more times. Sweep your right arm up and over. Follow your arm with your eyes and all the way back. Last time, right arm up and over. Now pause here anchor through your left hand and sweep your right leg back. Right arm is up. Okay, and as you do this, you want to make sure that your left shoulder doesn't go with you, left arm bone doesn't go with you. So keep that left arm bone really secure. Okay, now keep it there as you step your right foot back up into a lunge and then back into gait. Ooh, some bonus hip mobility too. Why not? Step your right foot up into a lunge and then back into gait. Okay, last time, right foot up into a lunge and then back into gait. And then bring your right knee back in, right hand back in, and we'll do one more slow lower down, eccentric push-up. So press through your fingers, press through your feet, lift up through the core of your body, so no sagging, and then lower down. 4, 3, try to slow down time. 2, 1, all the way to the ground. Okay, release all the work in your upper body, hoist back up like you're doing the worm. Sit back on your heels, shake out your arms if you need to. And that's it. That's how you can put 3 really simple shoulder exercises, one for mobility, one for stability, and one for strength, into a simple 3-pose flow so that you can work your shoulders really easily and quickly in all the ways that you need to all at once. So I hope that you found this video useful. I'm looking forward to hear what you thought of it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me here on the mat, and I look forward to seeing you back again really soon. Until then, bye everyone.